Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Go. 180.
Oh! Watch this.
On first and 10, here's Wentz.
He got
nowhere to
Son of a
escape, and
bitch.
he goes down.
I forgot I had a 20 in here.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way worse.
And right off the bat,
$90
first play of the game.
Nuts,
They're in
bud.
some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I got some bad bitches trying to suck dick right now.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Damn.
They'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Grant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
What are you doing up there? Get down.
They'll try to run this one in. And
Hey,
he is in.
get down.
Touchdown,
Thank you.
Bengals. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's
All right, nigga,
Rosas
I'm
on
locked
to
in.
kick
Let's
it
go.
away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Go. 280. Bring it.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Grant. And he'll take this.
I don't have the same fucking
for a Bengal TD.
I know.
Corey Grant with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jordan Evans in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Ross on the return. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mariota. He drops it off for Bernard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike 54.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Open man is Metcalf. He's got
that
it.
shit's crazy.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. Mariota now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Mariota, flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
To throw, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's caught by Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Here's Mariota. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to let it go deep for the... He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Throwing is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And that's complete to Sanders. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another
Damn, I'm
timeout.
pressing triangle and shit.
We'll see. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through.
Let's go.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Three. Watch the whip.
This is Grant, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go back to Grant, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Bandit. 53 is the mic. Check 53. Now watch one. Check.
From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Ross, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there. You get
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Eagles 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard.